All right, hello writers. We are working on our persuasive story. So we just read the story, I Want an Iguana, and he was telling his mom why he thinks that he should have an iguana and gave some pretty persuasive reasons why he should get an iguana. Mom tried to give some persuasive reasons why he should not get an iguana as well. So we're going to practice writing our own persuasive story together. We have here our Oreo cookie, which our reasons and our examples go into the middle, but they're sandwiched around us stating our opinion. So we state our opinion, we give the reasons and examples in the middle, then we restate our opinion again at the end. So those great reasons and example are sandwiched between telling your reader why you think that you should have what it is you're trying to persuade them. Okay, so for our example, I'm gonna go ahead and write my name on my paper first thing. Okay, I'm going to skip the hook for now. We're going to go back to that. What do you want someone to do? So my kids want us to get, Misty is my dog's name, a sister who would be her real sister if they come from the same family. So she wants to get Misty a sister. What's the first reason they told me that they want? Because they think that Misty is lonely, being an only dog. Another thing that they tried telling me is because they think it would be neat for her to have a real sister. So if we got a dog from somebody else or somewhere else, they wouldn't really be sisters because they didn't come from the same mom and dad. So they think that this would be neat for her to have her real sister. And the third reason why is that they think that she would have someone to play with. Would have someone so to fetch the ball with them and things like that. Someone to play with. Now I'm going to just close up my Oreo cookie because I got my top on and I've got my 3 brief reasons, and now I need to restate it. I got to close up that Oreo cookie. So I'm going to say, this is why we should get Misty a sister. Period. All right, so just looking through here real quick, I'm gonna write my cops on the corner over here. Even though this is a graphic organizer, we still want to try to check for cops, okay? So did I use a capital in the beginning of all my sentences? I did not for 2 of my sentences. So I'm not gonna write over it and make it look sloppy, right? You can't read what that says. I'm gonna take a second to erase what I wrote the first time, and I'm gonna put it a capital. Also for this one, I'm not just gonna do this and try to move on. It's hard to read. You're gonna erase it, and you're gonna put your capital. Okay, so now we've got our capitals so we can give a check. Organized. Does it make sense? Does it look like it's written right? Get Misty a sister. Is that a complete sentence? I don't think that's a complete sentence. If I was to walk into the room and just say, get Misty a sister, would you really know what it was I was talking about? Probably not. So you probably want to turn this into more of a complete sentence by this is where your persuasive starters come in. In my opinion, I believe, I think, I know. So looking at these, let's start with maybe in my opinion. We'll start with that one. In my opinion. So I'll put here, in my opinion, and that's a pause. So when we pause, we do a comma. I think we should get, Misty is a name, so we want that to be capital, a sister. Period. Okay? Misty is lonely. I think that we're probably going to have to use some of these persuasive words here. Let me, take me, help me, buy me, give me, I want to, I need to, I would love to, I promise to. Ooh, remember he used that. I promise to feed her and clean her cage. So reason one would be that I believe. Let's try that one. So we use this one. I believe. I believe, just kind of squeeze it in here because this is our rough draft. I believe Misty is lonely. Okay? Reason two. Need for her to have a real sister. Is that a sentence? If I walked in and said need for her to have a real sister, that's not a sentence, is it? No, so we need to add in one of these persuasive starters. So we did in my opinion, we did I believe. So let's try I think. So you could say I think, or if this is hard to read, you could draw it down here. I think it would be neat to have a real sister. Running out of room. That's okay. Would have someone to, oh, what did I write here? Would have someone to with. Does that make sense? No. So maybe let's look back at our thinking persuasive starters here. So we could say, I know Misty would have someone to play with. I think I forgot that word play, didn't I? So I know Misty, capital, would have someone to play with. This P to me doesn't look like a lowercase, so I'm going to rewrite that one. Okay? Period. This is why we should get Misty a sister. Sounds like a complete sentence, right? Okay, so let's see. So is it more organized now? Are they complete sentences? I think so. Punctuation, do we have periods? I see a period, in my opinion. I see a comma. I believe Misty's lonely, period. I think it would be neat for her to have a real sister, period. Would you have someone, oh wait, I know. Cross that one out because we're not using that. I know Misty would have someone to play with, period. That's why we should get Misty a sister, period. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to come up to my P and I'm going to cross it off. Spelling. If there was a word I was sure I wasn't, if I thought, I don't know, I tapped this out, but I wasn't sure if this was spelt correctly. So maybe I wasn't sure about, say, sister. I would circle that word and I would know that I could go back to it later and I could either tap it out again. Sister. 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 Sister, right? So you're tapping out the sounds as you're writing them. If you still don't think it looks right, maybe you want to look it up or you want to ask somebody. But this way we can just keep on writing without getting stuck on the fact that I'm not sure how to spell this word. We just circle it and keep on going. And then later on we come back to it. That way we don't lose our track of thought and get hung up on spelling because this isn't our final draft. These are just our thoughts. And we don't want spelling to get in the way of our thinking, right? Okay, so I'm going to check off spelling. And we're going to talk about hooks later. But so for now, I have, in my opinion, I think we should get Misty a sister. I believe Misty is lonely. I think it would be neat to have a sister. I know Misty would have someone to play with. And this is why we should get Misty a sister. Okay? So in your packets, you should also have a graphic organizer, just like mine. You're going to put your name on your paper. First thing, you're not going to do the hook today. You're going to tell me what is an animal that you wish your family would adopt. You're going to give us 3 reasons why. You're going to restate what is the animal that you want your parents to get for you. Also, don't forget when you're done writing, you're not just done, you've got to check for cops. Okay? Go back and check for cops. And that's it for today. And we will talk to you a little bit tomorrow, Persuasive Writers. Bye.